This is a demonstration of exploratory data analysis and statistical inference on gender. I'm going to begin by making a pie chart of gender. So I have my list of data and gender, and I'm going to display the count and percent. And I can see that the gender of my respondents was overwhelmingly female. I'm going to put a title on this. This is my sample data, but this is actually a fake sample data. It's not the real sample. And I have a 74% female. From the 2017 LMC Quick Facts, the population should be 54% female. So this suggests to me that my sample does not match the LMC population. If I do some statistical inference, I'm going to use proportion stats, one sample with data, and I'm going to use gender. The success are female. And the hypothesis test from the LMC Quick Facts was 54%. The alternative hypothesis is not equal to 54%. That was the suggestion from the pie chart. And if I compute, I have a p-value of 0.0021, much less than the significance level of alpha equals 0.05. So I have very strong evidence that this population was not drawn, so this sample was not drawn from the LMC population, which had a female proportion of 0.05 of 54%. This suggests to me that this sample is biased. It's biased toward females. This was not a representative sample, not a simple random sample from the LMC population. Why was it biased toward females? Well, either the Math 34 classes that responded to the survey were mostly females at this point in the semester, or perhaps females are more likely to respond to surveys than males. But this was not a random sample, because a random sample would have had about 54% females responding. So I'm going to keep this result, write it down into my report, type it into my report. And then after that, I'm going to find the confidence interval to see if this is, well, it is statistically significant because my p-value is so tiny. I want to see if it's practically significant. So my confidence interval says that the proportion of females is between 62% and 85%, and that is far away. Both of those numbers, 62% and 85%, both of those numbers are far away from 54%. Because they're far away, this is practically significant also. If my numbers were close to 54%, like the limits, the interval were like 55 and 56%, that would not be practically significant. But this is practically significant. So I have results which are both statistically significant and practically significant. And that concludes my analysis, my exploratory data analysis, and my statistical inference for gender.